Hello there, Messy Church. It's Thursday today, and it's called Maundy Thursday. I'm going to continue reading our story of the garden, the curtain and the cross. People didn't want to let God be in charge, so they decided to put Jesus on a cross to die. A bit like this cross here. It was the most bad thing that had ever happened. It was the most sad day of all time, but Jesus had a plan. He had always planned to die on the cross. What a strange plan. Why would God's Son plan to die? Well, Messy Church, today we read about how people didn't want God to be in charge anymore, so they put poor Jesus onto the cross, which was a really bad thing to happen, wasn't it? And really sad. Now, before this happened, Jesus and his friends, called the disciples, would have had a meal together, and they would have shared food together and talked together, and lots of things like friends do. So today I thought we'd do some baking, and I thought we would make some hot cross bun muffins. So you've probably all eaten hot cross buns before, haven't you? Well, I thought instead of making hot cross buns, we'd do something a little bit different. So these are going to be muffins, and we're going to draw an icing cross on the top once they're cooked. So what you will need today is you will need 185 grams of light brown sugar. You will need 185 grams of either butter or margarine. You will need 3 eggs. You will need a teaspoon of vanilla extract, or you could even use almond extract if you like. You'll need an apple, which we're going to grate later. You'll need 250 grams worth of mixed fruit. Or if you haven't got mixed fruit, just raisins or sultanas will do, or apricots, any fruit of your choice really, any dried fruit. You will then also need 250 grams of self-raising flour. Then you'll need some spices to make it taste all yummy, a bit like hot cross buns, quite spicy. So you'll need some mixed spice, and you'll need some cinnamon. And also, once they are cooked, you'll need some icing sugar, but you can just mix a little bit of water to make your crosses. Lastly, you'll need a mixing bowl and spoon. You'll need a grater so you can grate your apple. You'll need some muffin cases. I've got some nice yellow and orange ones here. And you'll need a muffin tray, like this. Before we start, you need to make sure you've washed your hands and you've got your pinny or your apron on. And we need to put the oven on. Now I've turned my oven on here at 180 Celsius, gas mark 4. Okay, so let's move some of these ingredients to one side so we can get to our mixing bowl and start mixing up all the ingredients for our muffins. Right, what I'm going to do first, just so I'm ready, is I'm going to line my cupcake pan, my muffin pan, with some cake cases. Some yellow, I've got some orange, I've got some red ones. Completely up to you what colour you want them to be, really. Or fairy cake cases would do as well. You can just make small ones, or maybe you can make some little tiny mini muffins. Completely up to you. There we go, so that's my muffin tray all laid up, ready to go. I'm going to put that on there for a minute. Just that way while I do some mixing. Right, next I'm going to get my mixing bowl. And what I need to do first is I need to put my sugar, 185 grams worth, and my 185 grams worth of butter. So dip that in there. So butter and sugar. Now I need to cream that all together. See, press it all together so it's all mixed. I've got noisy bracelets on today. keep mixing this until it's gone really nice and creamy. There you go. So once you've got nice creamy mixture like that, then we want to carefully crack in our eggs. So we've got 3 eggs. So you go tap, 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 and then you put your 2 thumbs into the hole and you carefully pull them apart. So fingers into the hole and carefully pull apart. 1 more egg, like that. That's my eggs done. And then you want to tip in your flour, which is 250 grams worth. That's my flour in there too. And I'm going to use, so it's up to you, you can use vanilla or almond extract. I'm going to use almond. And it's about a teaspoon worth. And then we want to do some more mixing. You've got to mix up all the eggs and flour and things all into your sugar and your butter. So you've got a lovely cake batter. Do a good workout for the arms too. Maybe if you're doing it as a family, you could all spend a bit of time mixing. You could do a little bit of mixing each. So you should have a lovely creamy batter like this. It just drops off your spoon. Right, now we need to add our fruit and our spices. So I'm going to start off by adding our spices, and I'm going to do half a teaspoon of mixed spice and half of cinnamon. So that's fine. I'm going to do half the mixed spice and half the cinnamon. So there's mixed spice, half a teaspoon, and half a teaspoon of my cinnamon. There we go. And I'm also going to pop my fruit in. So I've got my 250 grams full of dried fruit goes in, and I'm going to grate some apple. Now it's up to you whether you want to peel the apple or whether you just want to put the peel in. I'm going to put the peel straight in. Lost my apple. Oh dear. Right, that's my apple in. And then you want to give it another mix. Combine all the ingredients together. Oh, it's starting to smell like hot cross buns now. Who knows a song about hot cross buns? Do you? I expect a lot of people do. Shall we sing it while we're mixing? Shall we? Ready? Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Right, I think our mixture's about there now. So I'm just going to wipe the apple juice off my hands. And I'm going to get my muffin tray. All of my cake cases are ready. And I just need a spoon. I have to spoon them out. Now I find it easiest to use an ice cream scoop, but it's really up to you. And you want to spoon your mixture in till it's about 2/3 up the cake tin. all the mixtures smelling yummy already, all those lovely spices in them. So you want the mixture up to about that sort of height, and then you put them in the oven at 180 Celsius gas mark for about 25 minutes until they've risen nicely, they're nice and golden. And if you put a skewer inside the middle, the skewer should come out lovely and clean. Well, my hot cross bun muffins have been cooked now. They're lovely and golden brown, and I've left them on a cooling rack to cool down completely. Now, they don't look much like, they just like muffins at the moment. I think we need to do something with them to turn them into hot cross bun muffins, don't you? Just we could put some crosses on the top. What do you think? Be a good idea, wouldn't it? So, to do that, I'm going to take some icing sugar, and I'm going to take some water, and I'm going to make just some watery glacier icing. So I've got a bowl and spoon, and I'm going to pop some icing sugar into my bowl and just mix it together with some water so that we can make some crosses. Icing sugar in the bowl, like that. Icing sugar is probably about a cup's worth. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of water, a little bit at a time, and mix it up until you've got a nice pipeable watery icing. I think I might have put a little bit too much water in it, so I'm going to add a little bit more icing sugar. Keep mixing. So you've got something like that you can pipe. It's got to be able to pour off nicely off his spoon like that. Now next, I'm going to take a piping bag. Now if you don't have a piping bag, you can use a food bag, and then you can just snip off the corner. So I take my piping bag or your food bag, I pop it inside a cup and turn it over, so that it makes it a little bit easier for you to pop your icing in. So I'm going to put the icing into your food bag or your piping bag. Like that. And you put it out the cup. I'm just going to snip the end off with a pair of scissors. Like that. Grab our cupcakes, our muffins, and we're going to pipe our crosses. So I'm going to pipe a line in one direction and a line in the other direction. Like that. So that is your finished hot cross bun muffin. I hope you enjoy making hot cross bun muffins at home and sharing them with your friends and family. Well, have fun on Good Friday, on Maundy Thursday, and I shall see you again tomorrow when it's Good Friday. Okay, bye.